Hi folks, it's Toastles and Ginger Cats. So today I'm going to be talking about kind of breaking those myths about having a psychic reading. I remember there was a follower yesterday on my Psychic Live, and I thought it was really interesting what he said. And I thought it'd be a really good idea to share it with everybody in case other people were thinking about this. I think I'm on live. I wasn't meant to go on live. This is meant to be a video, a pre-recorded video. So I guess you got me, guys. I thought, why are all those comments coming up? Oh, it's okay. I'll recycle it into a video so everybody can watch it on recorded as well. It's probably meant to be. Spirits has sent me on the wrong post. Okay, if you're here, join in, ask questions. Obviously, that was meant to happen. Ask me any questions before I go. So, what he said in my live, and I thought it was really interesting and something that we need to think about, and I want to help you with. It was a guy. He said that basically he said that he wanted a reading but was scared of what it would say. And I thought, oh my, I wonder how many people feel scared of having a psychic reading because what it's going to tell them. So do any of you feel nervous? You might have never had a reading before, or you've had a reading and it was a bad experience, or maybe you've had a reading before and it kind of, I don't know. You tell me. I don't feel nervous. I love it, says Debs. That's good. That's good. So you're having good experiences. I love to hear that. But does anybody else feel nervous about having a reading? I'm only on here for 10 minutes of the, it's my day off. So, let me know. Does anybody else have those fears about having a reading? So what would cause those fears? I guess a bad experience of having a reading of somebody that was a bad experience. Or maybe you're feeling insecure about a situation you're in and you don't want to face it. Just maybe you're a little fearful because, the media tends to put psychics in that spooky thing. Spooky's good, but we're not spooky bad. I'm definitely not spooky bad. Talking to the dead, maybe. I like that one, Debs. Yeah, I mean, do you know what? You've got more to worry about with humans than you have about the dead. And Debs, that is actually a really good video for me for next time. So thank you for that. Because what I do is I normally take people's answers and all their questions and I recreate videos of them. So, I've watched quite a lot of these paranormal investigators TikTok thingies and they've been really fun. But I did find a lot of people commenting on there that they were scared, they were spooked. There's nothing to be scared of those who have passed. And maybe I should do a video on that, Deb. That was a really good answer, actually. What about anybody else? Are they scared of spirits? Maybe, like Deb said, being fearful of spirits. That's something that's definitely needs to be looked at. Could look at that a lot more deeper. So why would someone be nervous to have a reading? So it could be they're worried about what spirits are going to say. Now, spirits always tell the truth. There's no doubt about it. And I tried to explain to this person that spirits are there to help you. It's a bit like going to a therapist, really, and untangling your mind and kind of helping you to move forward. I find it's a comfort, says Deb. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. And that's what it's meant to be, a comfort. Spirits see where you are. They see the energy. They see the energy around you, where you're going. Are you on the right path? Should we take another path? And spirits just basically what they're doing is they're guiding you on the right path. They're not there to harm you in a reading. They're there, spirits are there to get you on the right path. So basically, if you are on the wrong path, spirits will say that you're on the wrong path. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to think about this. And you do have a choice. Spirits never tell you what to do. When you have a reading with me, spirits never tell you what to do. It's always your choice. You never have to do what they say. And you can still, and even if you did the opposite of what they said, we're not going to have a go at you. We're going to be there to help you because it's your decision. I had a lady in a reading this morning and she was saying that, She was worried about her relationship, and spirits brought up that the relationship, from the male wasn't so good. He wasn't as good as he should be towards her, and that the only best way was to leave. But she wanted to stay. So Spirit said, if you want to stay, then this is the other path. You need to do what he wants you to do. You won't be able to have, he's going to be moody. He's going to be emotionally abusive, and you'll just have to put up with it. So spirits gave her a choice. Either you leave for a better life, or you stay and put up with what a lot of us women wouldn't. She had a choice. She still has a choice. And that's what spirits do. They never tell you what to do. They show you the 2 paths or 3 paths, whatever. They show you the options so you can make that decision. They don't sit there and tell you bad things and this is going to happen, that's going to happen. That is not how psychic reading works, or it should work. What often spirit does is tell you what's around you, what's happening. Thank you for the roses, Jade. And they give you options. So they could say to you, no, if you do this, this would happen. If you do that, that would happen. Because remember, everything... Hi, Sarah, how are you? It's all about energy. It's all about where we're leading to. And it is always your choice what you do. So it's nothing to be frightened of. And spirits are always there to guide you to the better thing. They will give you the other options as well, because you have the choice. And that's the most important thing to remember at a psychic reading. You have choices, and spirits will always give you the choices. And there will always be your choice, but they're just telling you which path goes where and where you'll end up and where you can go from there. Hi, House of Grimes, you're grounded. That's good. Zora, hi, Zora, it's good to see you. So there's nothing to fear. I mean, why else would someone fear having a reading? Maybe they're feeling nervous in themselves. And, did you try to say that, House of Gems? When you say grounded, that's a really good thing. Maybe they're not grounded. Maybe they're having a lot of... we got a weirdo on here. Let me just block the weirdo. Hang on. Bye-bye, weirdo. Right, there we are. Wanderer. Go wander away. Bye-bye. Okay, so... what was it? This has got my train of thought. What was I talking about? Okay, thank you, Sanita. Is it Sanita? Yeah. We have free will as humans. Your subs are welcome to make our own choice. That's right. I love that. Yeah. So spirits say, well, this is where you're going. But if you want to change course, this way would lead this way, and this way then leads that way. So, for example, say that you wanted to go to uni or something. Zara says, your reading was spot on for me. Yay! And you didn't know if to go to uni or set up on your own or get a job. And spirits will tell you in those paths. So it could say, just an example, well, go to uni, but you won't like it because you'll be put in a box and you'll have to do everything what they tell you to do. You won't have your unique style. Or they could say, well, you could get a job, but the pay's going to be quite low, and, you'll probably still feel you're being dictated to and you won't have your own sense of style. Or they might say, well, if you go self-employed, you'll have your own unique style. You'll be able to make a career, be successful out of it. So you get to choose. They don't, they're just telling you which path in your life. You get to choose one. And then you can say, well, I choose this. And then they'll say, okay, you choose this. No, and they'll tell you all, what the next path is from there. And they'll also tell you, what should you do? What's the best way to get out of anything out of that path? Is there anything you need to change to stay on that path? Does this make sense? It's nothing to fear, says Zara. It's just spirits telling you what you need to do. Yeah, but I agree, Zara. It is. But they're giving you choices. They often give choices. They're especially the guide I work with, it's all about your best interest. Your best interest. And, regardless of what your choices are, that if you say go against the spirit in the reading and say, well, no, I don't want to do that, I want to do what I want to do, even though it's maybe not good for you, spirits won't have a go. Then that's not what it's about. They say, okay, we respect you, so let's look into that, how you can go about that, keep safe, at least get the most out of it, and be clear and go forward, so they can try and help you in that way on your chosen path that you want to get out of it. So it's definitely nothing to be scared of. Heather says, can you tell about my cat? I'm not doing readings at the moment, Heather. Go to my link in my bio and you'll be able to book in with me a private reading, or look at my live events for when I'm live for doing readings. Okay, so I'm going to just pin that. If you're interested in reading, there you are. DM me, and I can tell you how we, about it there if you need to. Okay. So I did think nobody should be frightened of a psychic reading. That concerns me. Nobody should be frightened of a psychic reading. It's there to help you. It's there to guide you. It's there to reassure you. It is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. I mean, if you know what's ahead of you, that could be 30 minutes, that could be 30 days, it could be 30 years. You have the power, okay, to prepare yourself. Because when you have the power, your own inner power, to prepare for something ahead, you're more likely to succeed and get what you need for success and, happiness, joy, and all those wonderful things. Okay, that's good, Sunita. Sounds exciting. Well done. If you don't know what's ahead, that's when we get confused, we get anxious and worried, and then that's when we can start messing up and making mistakes, and we don't get the best out of life. There's a quote. Spirits are just trying to remind me to tell you, life is for living, not surviving. Surviving is not living. So if you feel like you're surviving and not living, then you need to think about what you want, what your identity is, what your passions are, where you want to go. Because surviving is not living. Surviving is just surviving. Surviving is horrible. Surviving is like living day to day, surviving, complete and utter chronic crashing. Okay, you need to be living, and the only way we can do that is firstly find out what we want, where we want to go. If you don't know what you want, you could have a reading for that. What do spirits believe is good for my identity? What do I need to do? What would suit me? Or if you do know what you want, how do you get there? How do you plan those goals? How do you take those steps into doing that? And there's also what comes into it is timing, the energy, the right time, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, if we do something at the wrong time, it doesn't mean that you're doing the wrong thing. And it doesn't mean that you're rubbish, far from it. It just means that you're in the wrong timing, that you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, the wrong people. The energy's not right. It might be the right people, but their circumstances might be different. So again, it's about energy. Does that make sense? And that's where spirits help you get the right time, the right place. And I think, you should never be fearful of a reading. So literally just answering that question that popped up from that fellow yesterday. Who said he was nervous of a reading from a psychic. Never feel like that. Never. It's there to help you. It's there to guide you and there to prepare you and get you on the right path and help you succeed. And it doesn't matter how big your dreams are. It doesn't matter. Your dreams are big. The universe wants to help you reach those dreams. There's no dream too big. I really don't believe that. Okay? It's just about doing the things to get there to your goal. The bigger the dream, a little bit longer, maybe a little bit more hard work, but with spirit's advice, you'll be able to do it in the easy path, not the hard path. And that's what it's all about with a psychic reading. So never be scared to have a reading. So any questions about this today? Are you, do you have any input on how you feel about having readings? Or maybe you felt nervous. Do you still feel nervous? Hopefully not after watching this live. This was meant to be a pre-recorded video. So, yeah. I guess spirits wanted me to talk to you. Angela's scared. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? Maybe we can help relieve you of that anxiety if you tell us why you're scared. Okay. So, do you want to give us a bit more input, Angela, why you're scared? Anybody else want to comment on that? Okay. Why you're scared? Okay. No. Okay, so what was that? I think there's something wrong with you. There's nothing. Why would you think there was something wrong with you? Oh, go away, Christian. Oh, my goodness. Oh, another weirdo. I get a lot of weirdos. Sorry, guys. Seriously, make sure he's blocked him. Oh, go away. Okay. No weirdos allowed. Okay, so, like, maybe sick or being attacked. No. What do you mean being attacked by who? Spirits don't attack you. I'll do a video on that sometimes. Don't be afraid of spirits. Spirits don't attack you. Where'd you get that from? There's a lot of, this is what I call debunking the myth. I can't talk about everything right now because I'll be here forever. But spirits don't attack you. I'm a witch. I work with spirits every day of my life. To be honest, if it wasn't for spirit, I wouldn't be where I am. Seriously, I got a massive testimony when it comes to my psychic gifts. Like maybe sick. What do you mean by sick? Sophie says, I'd be nervous, not scared, because I'd hope for certain people to come through. Okay, that's mediumship. I'm not on about mediumship. I'm on about tarot reading. Sorry if I got miscommunicated there, Sophie. I'm a psychic medium. But I do tarot, but I do psychic tarot. So that means I channel spirits, my own spirit guides, to read the tarot for you of what's coming up, what path you need to take to get successful or get what you want, get on the right path, bring love, whatever. And I tell you what spirits are saying about getting on that path, what is the right path to get the best at life for you, overcoming obstacles and challenges and things. I do mediumship, but I don't anymore. I used to do it when I used to have a career years ago before I got poorly and I come back, but I got taken advantage of a lot, so I decided to never do it again. Never. Because it's a really big thing and I don't want to, maybe spirits want me just focusing on tarot and I love it. And because I love it, I'm passionate for it. It's easier to just niche in on that. Okay, so I love your energy, says Miss Duco. Oh, that's kind. Thank you. Andrew says, I see stuff and hear stuff. That's okay. I wouldn't be scared. Okay, mediumship can take a lot of energy to give as well. Yes, it does. And so, it takes a lot of energy out of me. I mean, a lot of people get confused. Mediumship and psychic mediumship can mean two things. Tarot, as in channeling tarot, psychic tarot, is mediumship with the tarot. Mediumship is channeling through a loved one. Now, both take the same amount of energy. Both. I can tell you now, I have serious psychic burnout at times. But why do I carry on? Because I love it. Both take a lot of energy. But the problem is there's rules around psychic mediumship that I found people were not sticking to. They were lying to, lied. I remember 2 or 3 people lied to me about how different people died. And I had rules and they went, breaking rules isn't good with people doing mediumship. We're here to help you, and there has to be boundaries to keep both me safe and the people I'm working with safe. And that didn't happen, so I don't connect to loved ones anymore. I just connect my own spirit guides and I do psychic tarots, and then at least I know that I'm safe and I'm working with guides and spirits that I recognise and I've been working with for a lot, all my life. Okay, yeah, I understand. Sophie, that's good. I only just joined, so didn't hear everything you said. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to help Sophie to get this kind of downloaded and put onto my page, because when I came on, I was meant to be doing this as pre-recorded video for some debunking the myth, debunking the fear of having a reading. Thought people would be interested because a fellow yesterday said about it, and I thought, I'd like to take that comment and turn it into a video to help others. But for some reason, I pressed live instead of record, so you got me. It was only like the comments popped up, and I thought, oh dear, I guess I'm on live. And I didn't feel prepared for it because I look shattered. I've been doing a lot of readings today, a lot of work, and I'm a bit knackered, so not looking my best, I'm afraid. You got me in my cozy time. Worrying. What's that, Sassy Pants? What's worrying? Respecting your boundaries. Yes, Mr. Go. And I think with anything, anything, we need to respect boundaries. Absolutely. I mean, we had a lovely reading about that today, Mr. Go, about a lady who had a reading, and she needed people to respect her boundaries. And I think it was a great reading because it gave us all a good lesson of wisdom. And even though the reading was just for her, personally, I think spirits really did give us all a good lesson in wisdom and boundaries, and sometimes that works. It's one person's reading can help another, because even though it's not their life, there's a lot of wisdom in the words of spirit. What does a full reading have in common with? Leona, I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. How long is a full reading? Okay, a full reading. So a full reading, what do you mean? The one I gave, a full reading is normally 10 minutes. But if I'm on live and I go over that for 10 minutes, it's because I want to. It's a minimum of 10. Oh, you mean like a full reading? No, crikey. Mini reading is 10. A full reading is 15. But the thing is, I tend to always go over, because if I feel there's more to be said or spirit needs to speak, spirits will tell me and I carry on reading over. But normally a full reading, you mean the £15 one, Leona? That's 15 minutes. It tends to, there isn't really a set. It's between 10, 15, 20. It just depends how much needs to be told. I think you can't put timing on it, because when it's a full reading, it's what spirits have to say. It's what they need to do. It's what they need. It's everything. What you need to do. Is there anything you need to do right now? Is the energy right? Are you missing anything? How are you feeling? How can you change that? When we say a full reading, it's a full reading, and everything spirits have to say to you. So lengthy, but some can be more lengthy than others. You can't put time on that. Do you do reading where people who have passed come through? I do, but I'm not offering that right now. I'm doing psychic tarot, so helpful tarot. Maybe it's your internet. What's that, Vix? Is it, going weird on you or something? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go because I need to be with Sherlock. I need to look after him because he hasn't been well. So he's been put poorly, so I'm going to look after him. So I hope you've all enjoyed my page. I'm going to try and download this and put up my page, so if you've missed it and you're interested in this topic, not to be debunking the myth, so I'm going to call it, do not be afraid of having a reading, because I want to debunk that fear. I've been, okay, oh, right, you've been getting spammed by bots, Amber, have you? Do you know what you need to do, Amber? I get spammed by them all the time. I got spammed by them literally even when I was just doing this as a hobby. I'm a professional. This is my career. It's no different. What you need to do is so easy. If you hit block. I would block them, Amber, because if you don't block them, okay, they will just send out their mate bots. They will. If you don't block them, what will happen is that other accounts will be opened. They'll see you're not blocking them, and they'll send you more bots. So if you block one bot, it will really slow down a load of other bots. I do it every day. I go into my, account. I get loads of these spam botty things. I block them immediately. I go through my follower account literally every single day, 7 days a week. If I feel someone's profile is either botlock or fake, I just block it. That's it. I just block it. I don't do anything else. If I get a bot that comes on my live, I block it, then I report it. Okay, to keep my clients and my followers safe. I think then it will slow down, Amber. It's okay. You've been a lot of blocking. It will slow down. We all have it. It's just a TikTok thing. It's just a TikTok thing. Um, I don't think that's all we can do as people. I'm here to keep my clients and followers safe, so that's my responsibility. That lot is about to do with TikTok's responsibility. So I take complete personal effort into making sure any bots or fake accounts coming in here, they get blocked immediately and reported. So yeah, there's only so much we can all do. But, don't let it stop you enjoying TikTok and lots of all the different people you like to follow, because that's what it's about. About enjoyment. Don't let them, anybody stop your enjoyment if you like following somebody. No, don't allow that to happen, Amber. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Any questions before I go? I need that. I've got a coffee over there and I'm fasty. Sophie says the app don't do anything. Some of them have thousands of followers and they're yeah, I think, like I said, explained, you can just do what you can. I do what I can to protect people. You got to do it on your side. It's just TikTok for you. I mean, unless TikTok sort it out, I don't think us little people can do much except ignore and just enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Maybe they want. Do you know what? I think that's Sophie sometimes. I think, why aren't they doing anything? But I don't know. I'm not TikTok. But yeah, maybe. Hopefully they will one day, eh? Okay, so that's it, guys. Can't see no one. Have a lovely day. If you're not following me, don't forget to hit follow. And check out my link in my profile if you want to book a reading with me. See the live events, things going on. Sophie, do you know, that'd be like a good idea. Yeah, that would be a really good idea. Though not everybody's got ID though, which kind of makes you feel sad for those people who haven't got ID. I mean, I've got all my ID, but if you think about younger people, they might not have ID, or people who can't afford to get passport. Have you seen the price of them? They're so expensive. Or even getting your driving license is expensive. So I think that wouldn't be fair on those who can't afford to get ID. But I don't know. They must be able to detect them, Amber and Sophie. I don't know. I'm not TikTok expert, but yeah. Yeah, I agree, Amber. I guess it's a tricky. They could do things. Their tech's really like advanced and tricky to use and stressful. I know. Whenever I go into my TikTok account, I'm like, okay, I've got to navigate this now. Okay, I'm going now. I've got to see to Sherlock. He's not well. Bye, everybody. Catch you soon.